Jason, and I'm the Canadian Biz Geek. Today I'm going to talk about something that doesn't come easily to me sometimes, and that's stop talking. Now, what I mean by that is, especially in sales. Sales, you can talk yourself out of a sale very quickly. Anybody that's ever done any kind of selling in their life knows that they can talk themselves out of a sale by talking too much. And in business and in communication in general, it's always better to be very efficient with your words and to condense as much as possible. I remember when I first got into sales, I'd lose sales left and right because I would talk too much. I would get too much into the technical specs, or I would get too much into the just general conversation. How's the weather in that today? That the customer forgot about buying something from me, and it ended up becoming conversation. And then from that point, they moved on. I didn't sell anything. I thought, wow, that's kind of weird. I had a great rapport with the individuals that I was talking to. What happened? And my old manager back then said, Jay, shut up, stop talking. Now, I know a lot of parents out there don't like the word shut up, but at that point, I really needed to hear it. And it was very helpful because at the end of the day, I did find myself actually condensing. Another good kind of story is that when I worked at another place and I would walk into the manager's office and I would say, hey, the other day there's a guy and he had a blue car and he was asking about a piece of something, and it was in Wednesday and at 2:00, and I'm just wondering, do we have that here? Well, pretty much 90% of that I just got done saying is very superfluous. There's no need to tell him all that information. But what ended up happening was he said to me, get to the point. And I learned that, well, I guess all the other detail isn't important. What I need from him is, where's the thing? So I learned to walk in and say, where is item X? Or I have a customer for this, where is it? And there's nothing wrong with being direct as long as you're professional. So to that point, I learned to condense. I learned to keep my words smaller. And you'll find that in management as well. When you're attempting to communicate a task to a subordinate, be it another manager, be it a staff member, the more concise you can keep that direction, the better. So if I were to give direction to somebody and I would say, I need you to go into the room, and on the left up in the top corner, there's a blue thing, but I don't want that actually underneath the blue thing. I'm looking for those, and I need 10 of these, and I need you to put them in a purple box, not a green box, because green boxes are for this, and I need you to put it in the blue box, and blah, 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 blah. I'll just stop there. But you can see how the request for one item quickly becomes an overload of information. And then we find ourselves wondering, how come they're not listening to me? How come they don't understand what I'm asking them to do? It's because the ask has too much detail. Keep it simple. Keep it concise. If you really need that level of detail, write it down and give it to them. And then that way you're guaranteed to have a lot more compliance with what you're asking for. So please keep it down, keep it condensed, and keep those directives and keep those questions as succinct and to the point as possible. And with that, I'm Jason. I'm the Canadian Biz Geek. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell for more pearls of wisdom. And with that, have a great day.